Well, this side of the second city, in the shadows for so long, is starting to move, starting to rise. 5 years from now, 5 minutes from here, a new stadium will rise up and dominate this city. It will be Birmingham City's new home. It will change the city's skyline and change the life of this football club. A club for whom a Premier League return could be its destiny. For now, though, St Andrews continues to be Birmingham City's powerhouse, a place where right now others fear to enter. Tonight, it's Watford who come calling, a Watford side that could be a threat to those around them again. Tonight, they are banging on the door of St Andrews. Win this, and they could well be banging on the door of the playoffs. Now Bola. He's trying to skip away from Asai Samuel. Standing his ground. The corner flag taking a bit of a hit.
Yeah, but a positive start from Watford. That's good to see, because they could come into this game, you know, the lack of belief when you look at that Birmingham home form, but they've got to believe Watford they can win this one.
Well, Watford again, looking to strike at the heart of Birmingham City. And Beadle was worried as Thomas Ince had a crack.
Yeah, it's a big call to leave Kayembe out of the side. He scored 2 at Derby, into the team. And he's not really closed down. He'll be disappointed. There's a lack of pressure on him with his left foot. He's not that far away from goal and should be hitting the target.
Clara kept in the way that time, and it will be a Birmingham City corner, and they found their feet in this game now.
Well, they are a team, Birmingham, like to dominate the ball. They like to get plenty of crosses in. You've got Cochrane stepping forward from left back. You've got Demarai Gray, you've got Patrick Roberts. They will deliver balls into the box. Big target man in Dutch, so I think Watford have to stop those crosses at source, so when they do come in, let's be really aggressive, the centre-halves in particular, and deal with them.
Well, they've scored 7 goals from set pieces so far this season at Birmingham City, and in the driving rain, the delivery of Tommy Doyle could be key here. Doyle goes in, it's dropped right on top of the keeper, and it misses everybody at the far post. Baxter has a questioning look at the referee. Paik was the closest to it as he raced in at the far post.
It's not easy for Baxter because he's pinned on his goal line here. You've got attackers in there, defenders in there, so it's difficult for the goalkeeper to get through all the players in front of him to maybe get to the ball. I'm not sure he's actually fouled. Don't think the Birmingham players do anything wrong. They just stand their ground.
Maamma, signed from Montpellier in the summer. Here's Ince looking to drive Birmingham back. It's Maamma! And Beadle had to be sharp.
And that's such a clever pass from Tom Ince as well. He just waits and waits. Cochrane doesn't get close enough to him, so he can cross it to pretty much anybody, pick anybody out. He picks out just the right pass to the onrushing Maamma, who does everything right, opens his body up. It's just right down the goalkeeper's throat, but encouraging from Watford. They're taking the game when they can.
Here is Asai Samuel. Paik, caught by Cipriano. And he stayed down here, Paik, and the referee being surrounded by Birmingham City players.
Well, the ball doesn't seem to bounce that high. It maybe tempts Cipriano in. And playing the ball is not necessarily a defence if the referee feels the player has endangered an opponent by the manner of the challenge. So quickly we have to see it again to make a judgment on it.
It's Adam Hertzeg who is the referee tonight, and he's calling Hector Cipriano over to him. And Cipriano is yellow carded.
He makes his mind up, Cipriano, to come and try and win this. As it bounces, doesn't bounce that high. He's very fortunate to get away with that because he's not actually playing the ball, he seems to be playing the man. That's why the Birmingham players were so unhappy. He's a lucky boy.
Well, there was a clear signal there as the ball is played forward to Jay Stansfield, and Baxter reacts on his line. Fantastic free kick routine from Birmingham City. Caught out Watford, but not Baxter.
That's really inventive. Again, I talked about the intelligence, attacking intelligence of Jay Stansfield, and an example of it here. Breaks in behind that defensive line. He's onside as the forward ball is played, and Baxter, it's an extraordinary mistake. He's moving to his right, then has to readjust and save to his left.
There's Demarai Gray. Roberts trying to stand his ground. Doumbia. Paik getting involved and winning it back for Birmingham City. He'll fancy this. It's Paik! There's no stopping it! And Birmingham City let Watford know that they are in their house now. A house that they're set to move from in the coming years. But right now, St Andrews is their powerhouse. And that was a powerful strike from Seung-ho Paik.
Well, I mentioned earlier in the game about Paik coming back into the team. It makes them stronger. And this is just a brilliant combination of tenacity and then quality. Cipriano had actually clattered into him. He's picked himself up. He's made a really strong challenge on Cipriano here to win the ball back. And then when the centre-halves, I don't know why they don't, the Watford centre-halves just don't step out and deal with him. You know, Dux has run away. One of them has to step out and deal with him. They don't. And the way that he strikes the ball, the technique, that's not lucky. That's really meant from Paik. The way that he strikes it, swipes across it, moves it from left to right, away from the goalkeeper.
Well, we mentioned split loyalties potentially for the Davis family tonight. How about Troy Deeney? A Watford icon, a Birmingham City fan. Stansfield through the legs of Kevin, and he smuggled it through to Demarai Gray. Birmingham City pouring forward again here. Demarai Gray! It's beautiful from Demarai Gray, and every goal for Birmingham City with that ball and globe on his chest means the world to him. That was a real thing of beauty.
Brilliant from Stansfield, getting that ball to him. He's not going to go down the line, he's going to come in field. You've got to get tight. How many Watford players are around him? No one gets close to him. If you do that with the quality that Demarai Gray has, you're going to pay a heavy price. And it's a brilliant finish, but again, a bit like the Paik goal, but he can't believe defenders have stood off him and they've allowed him to shoot. That said, it is inch perfect. Power, placement, unstoppable.
Ngakia. There's Loser again. He's been showing his class again in recent weeks, and just showed it again there. Imran Loser stepping through the gap. Brilliant ball played out towards the far side as well, and Bowler was bearing down on goal, and Beadle managed to thwart him. But great initial approach play from Imran Loser.
Yeah, Bowler is a left-back who loves to get forward. Imran Loser knows that, picks him out. Beautifully weighted crossfield pass.
Ngakia just toying with Stansfield, but then giving the ball to Roberts. It's Dux! And that could and should have been 3 for Birmingham City, and good night Watford, but it isn't. Watford are still standing.
Good, tight,
Kevin finds Ngakia as Watford roll forward again. Ngakia, wonderful ball in. Well, Othmane Maamma tried to make something of it. He was stretching all the time and couldn't quite direct it where he wanted to.
I think a solid instep on that from Maamma, and it's 2-1.
Shakvatadze. Shakvatadze again, looking to show what he's all about, and he's all about that. Perfect ball, and it's Maamma! Watford get their goal! He gets his goal! And Watford changed the picture, changed the mood at St Andrews.
Yeah, give Javi Gracia a lot of credit. You make substitutions to have an impact on the game, and they certainly have done. Shakvatadze, we know what he's capable of with the ball at his feet. But on this occasion, he actually gets his head up and makes a beautifully weighted time pass to get his team in behind that Birmingham defence. And then Maamma's done the right thing. He's changed flanks, but he's drifted infield. Watford right back in it.
Can Watford rescue this? Loser. He wants handball. The referee doesn't see it that way. Keshi Anderson. Loser tries to win it back. No foul. Anderson again. That time it is a foul, and that may just do it for Birmingham.
Well, Watford worked the ball forward brilliantly. Great cross from Bowler, but Christophe Clara, who's not had an awful lot to do, was right place, right time. You can see his centre-half partner there, Neumann, just giving him a pat on the head, saying that was a brilliant defensive header.
Is that Watford's last opportunity? Birmingham have just about kept them at arm's length. St Andrews may well be in its final years as Birmingham City's home. But right now, this place is still the beating heart of Birmingham City. And the club that carries the name of this city own their part of the city again. It's finished Birmingham City 2, Watford 1.